Over half of the world lives under an authoritarian regime. Many are ruled by dictators who silence critics, lock up opponents and torture dissidents. One man has made a career out of bringing down dictators.
Bringing down a dictator may not sound like an easy task, but it's doable. Me and my friends succeeded against the bad guy named Slobodan Milosevic back there in the 90s. These are my talking points. You start this journey by envisioning your future, how the things would be different if our movement wins. The non-violent movements become massive when the things become personal, so you really need to figure out what the people need and what will mobilize them in order to get this change. Sometimes that means traveling with a very strange bunch of people. Look at Poland back there in the 80s. The Solidarity movement was actually consisting of three very different groups: urban intelligentsia, Roman Catholic Church and blue-collar workers. Not really the guys you would expect to see around the table in the pub, but sometimes you need to build a very, very strange and unlikely coalitions, but this is how you win. What connects the successful movements is something we call the holy trinity of success. It's unity because you need various people. It's planning because there are only two types of nonviolent struggle. They're either spontaneous or successful. There is no such thing as spontaneous and successful. And of course, nonviolent discipline, because this is what gives you the morale leverage to succeed. One of the things which is really important for the movement is actually people. It's people power movement. So the more people you have, the more skillful these people are, the bigger the impact you can achieve. At one point, Serbian Otpor resistance movement had 70,000 members. Where if you put 70,000 members in activity for 2 hours a day, you outmatch Google. Of course, you will need some money. Where to find this money? Try looking at your phone book, try looking at your friends and supporters. They always say first you find money with friends and fools. It's very similar with non-violent movement. But when it comes to government, beware. Foreign governments don't have friends, only interests. At the moment your movement starts being successful, your opponent is going to take his little dictator, Kill Bill playbook and start picking labels to use the propaganda to dismantle your effort. It will start by you being a seduced citizen, then it will continue with you being non-patriotic, probably a traitor, foreign mercenary, junkie. It may even end putting you on a terror list. How many polar bears have you saved this morning by clicking like on a Facebook page? Not really. The battles and changes are happening in the real world, not in a virtual world. So the ideal combination of offline and online world is what you want to look at when you're using social media. In order to really win in your movement, you need to have a strategy for the day after victory. And when you look at Egypt, for example, you had 19 days, millions of people in the street, bringing down the very harsh opponent, and then the people proclaimed the game over and pulled back and leave the transition to the military and Muslim Brotherhood. Well, look what they get. They get a society which looks worse. There is a big danger in taking democracy for granted. Democracy is like love, you need to make it every day.